modifications for it. There's many things you can do. First thing I put on mine was a high-vis front sight. I put on some grip tape, skateboard tape what they call it. I put on a mag release extension, and I put on a slide catch release extension. I also put a 3.5 trigger pound disconnector on here. And I also put on a +2 on my magazine, which takes my 17 round mags and puts it up to 19 rounds. I also wanted to show a few things you can do to your Glocks that kind of mix things up a little bit. First thing we're going to talk about is the safety block. It's very simple. It's simply a plug that fits in between your trigger guard and your trigger. And what you do in a self-defense situation is you push it out to one side like this. And this allows you to access the trigger and to shoot the firearm. It's basically a cheap way of putting the safety on the firearm. Alright, they also got the thumb safety. These have to be installed by a gunsmith. Something like this. Now these safeties are basically like the 1911 style, which you do is simply take your thumb and drop it, just like a 1911 style. Kind of nice if you want a safety for your Glock. Alright, shoot lead rounds in your barrel. You're not supposed to shoot lead rounds in your standard Glock barrel. This is kind of iffy thing. Some people say yes, some people say no. I'm kind of in between. I think if you're going to shoot lead, just make sure you clean it a lot. One of the same things that makes the Glock so accurate is because the way they make the barrel. It's some fancy word or whatever, but it's basically, it really pulls the grooves in tight, and this, when you shoot lead out of your barrel, it creates a lot of leading, and this creates lead buildup and bad pressures. So if you do shoot lead, go ahead and clean your barrel about every 100 rounds. Or you can just do what I did and get yourself a Brindley barrel or some other off-brand barrel that lets you shoot lead, something like this. This is the first thing I bought when I started shooting competition. Most of the guys reloaded, so I wanted to, buy some reloads off them, so I went and bought that barrel used for about 80 bucks in my local gun store. But it works great, you lose a little bit accuracy, but it's pretty damn close, you don't really notice it that much. Alright, a few other nifty little features you can mod your gun out with, kind of give it like a carbine type shooting thing, is a stock. Actually, these wired stocks, there's different types you can get to them. They attach to where this plug is in here. I got a plug on mine, but basically what this does is it fits up in there and you can attach a stock to it. Something like this. Now if you don't like that, you can actually get a carbine kit for these, and this is where the duty size frames kind of pay off, because they don't got these in compact or subcompact sizes. Something like this MagTech right here. Now this is kind of neat because basically what it does is you take your slide off and you slide on this MagTech, and basically all you're using is the frame itself. And it allows you to shoot your firearm like carbine with the 16-inch barrel and everything. It's kind of neat, a little pricey, but if you ever want to give your, mix it up with your Glock a little bit, go ahead, that's a good thing about them. You can do this with a lot of firearms you can't do this with. They have some kits for like the 1911s, but other than that, there's not really too many kits like that out there, mostly for Glocks. Alright, last but not least, you can get yourself a simple 22 conversion kit. Excuse me. These simple, they just slide on and you replace them in your mag. I'll show some pictures of them, something like this. Yeah, it's the same thing. You just slide right on there, shoots real good. Only bad thing is it's bad for muscle memory because your recoil is totally different. But the frame size is exactly the same as your normal stock one, like this. And they're overall real fun. And the way the ammo's getting, a 22 conversion kit is probably the way to go for a lot of people. I love it. It's a good fun thing to shoot. Yeah, I just wanted to show you guys that stuff. I normally don't show that stuff in my clips that much into the modifications, but I just wanted to show you all to give you an idea that, your Glock does not have to just be a handgun, It can be multi-purpose for you. And it can be very fun to go out and shoot a carbine type weapon. More of a handgun. A handgun takes a lot more skill to shoot, and it's harder to shoot. So you have to concentrate a lot more. But a carbine you can have a little fun with, So just get you out there, your mind moving. There's a few ideas you can do your Glocks. It kind of, mix them up a little bit.